Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today we're diving into a truly fascinating piece of American numismatic history that might be hiding in your pocket change or penny jar right now. The 1963 Lincoln cent, a coin that at first glance seems ordinary but holds secrets that have captivated collectors for decades. What makes this seemingly common penny potentially worth thousands? Let's unlock the mystery together. The story of the 1963 penny begins during a pivotal time in American history. John F. Kennedy was president, the civil rights movement was in full swing, and the United States Mint was producing billions of Lincoln cents across three facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. These copper coins, designed by Victor David Brenner, had already been in circulation for over 5 decades, having replaced the Indian head cent in 1909 as part of the Lincoln Centennial celebration. But 1963 wasn't just another year for penny production. It marked one of the last years that pennies were struck using the traditional 95% copper and 5% zinc composition that had defined the Lincoln cent for generations. Just a few years later, amid rising copper prices, the mint would begin experimenting with alternative metals, eventually transitioning to the copper-plated zinc pennies we know today. This makes the 1963 penny one of the last representatives of the classic American copper cent. Now, let's get to what makes certain 1963 pennies truly exceptional. While the Philadelphia Mint produced over 754 million of these coins and Denver added another 1.8 billion, marked with a small D mint mark, most are worth just a few cents above face value in circulated condition. But here's where it gets interesting: there are several extraordinary varieties that command premium prices in today's market. The most famous and valuable among these is the 1963 double die obverse penny. This minting error occurred when the die used to strike the coins received multiple impressions from the hub, but at slightly different angles. The result? A coin showing noticeable doubling on Lincoln's profile, the date, and the motto, Liberty. This doubling is most visible in the letters and numbers, creating what appears to be a shadow or echo effect. Under magnification, you'll see clear separation in the edges of these features rather than just a blurry appearance. To authenticate a genuine 1963 double die obverse penny, focus on the inscription, "In God We Trust," and the date. The doubling should be consistent and show clear separation. Don't be fooled by machine doubling, which creates a flattened, shelf-like appearance rather than true separation. That's a common misconception among newer collectors. What makes this error particularly sought after is its rarity. Unlike the famous 1955 double die penny, which is widely known even among non-collectors, the 1963 version flew under the radar for years. Numismatic experts estimate that fewer than 1,000 examples exist across all grades, making this a truly elusive find. So what is this rare penny worth? Hold on to your collector caps. In circulated condition, a certified 1963 double die can fetch between $1,000 and $3,000. In mint state grades, the value climbs dramatically. A pristine MS-65 example sold at a heritage auction in 2018 for a staggering $13,250. And just last year, an exceptional MS-67 specimen, one of only 3 known at this grade, commanded over $25,000 at a specialized coin auction. But the double die isn't the only valuable 1963 penny variety. There's also the D over D mintmark variety, where the Denver mintmark was punched twice, creating a shadow effect. While not as valuable as the double die, these can still command $200 to $500 in uncirculated condition. Then there's the elusive 3 over 2 variety, where it appears the last digit of the date was first punched as a 2 and then corrected to a 3. These can sell for $300 to $800 depending on condition. Speaking of condition, let's talk about how dramatically it affects the value of these pennies. Coin grading follows the Sheldon scale, ranging from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS-70. For the 1963 penny, even common examples in pristine uncirculated condition can be worth $2 to $10, while those with full original mint luster and red coloration, designated as RD by grading services, can fetch $20 to $50. The coloration of copper cents is actually a fascinating aspect of their collection. Pennies are graded not just on wear but also on color, with three main designations: brown, BN, red-brown, RB, and red, RD. A full red 1963 penny has retained its original copper luster, showing less than 5% darkening or toning. These are significantly more valuable than brown examples, which have naturally darkened with age. A common 1963 D penny might be worth 2 cents in circulated brown condition but could fetch $20 or more with original red surfaces in mint state. Here's an insider tip many don't know: the 1963 pennies struck at the Denver Mint often show stronger strikes and better detail than their Philadelphia counterparts, making high-grade Denver specimens particularly attractive to serious collectors. One of the most intriguing stories surrounding the 1963 penny involves a rumored special striking. In November 1963, following President Kennedy's assassination, some numismatists believe a small number of Memorial Lincoln cents were struck with special care at the Philadelphia Mint. While never officially acknowledged, a handful of exceptional quality 1963 pennies with distinctive strikes have been attributed to this period. These coins, if they truly exist as speculated, would represent a unique intersection of American history and numismatics. For the everyday collector, the appeal of the 1963 penny lies in its accessibility. Unlike many valuable coins that were never released into circulation, these pennies were minted in huge numbers and distributed nationwide. This creates the tantalizing possibility that a rare variety worth thousands could be discovered in ordinary pocket change or in that jar of pennies in your closet. To examine your own 1963 pennies properly, use a good quality magnifying glass of at least 5x power. Look for doubling on the obverse inscriptions, unusual mint marks, or die cracks. Pay special attention to the date and the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." Remember that lighting matters. Natural indirect sunlight or a dedicated coin lamp will reveal details that might be missed under standard household lighting. The investment potential of the 1963 penny, particularly the era varieties, has shown remarkable stability compared to many modern collectibles. Over the past 2 decades, values for certified examples of the 1963 double die have appreciated at an average of 8 to 10% annually, outperforming many traditional investment vehicles. What makes this particularly fascinating is how a coin with a face value of just 1 cent can transform into an object worth thousands simply because of a minor minting error or exceptional preservation. It's a perfect example of how numismatics combines history, art, economics, and the thrill of the hunt in one hobby. So next time you receive change or pass by a penny on the sidewalk, you might want to take a closer look. That copper disc bearing Lincoln's profile might just be worth far more than you ever imagined. Check your coin jars, your dresser drawers, and even between your sofa cushions. A rare 1963 penny might be hiding in plain sight, waiting for a knowledgeable collector like you to discover its true value.